Let's see. I think we're back. Now, how do I go to my channel? There we go. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Phil was first. I saw it. There we go. Yeah, we're back. So did you guys enjoy that? I mean, did everybody learn? Did anybody learn anything? To guest cat. I don't know. We'll see if we get a guest. Might be a special guest showing up. We'll see. Hey, and Ondio line. Ondio line. Okay. How you doing, man? Greetings from the States, sir. Hope you're doing well this afternoon. I guess it would be afternoon for you. Well, still kind of daylight for me, or actually it might be. Is it early afternoon or late morning still? I know the other evening you said it was like 4:30, so. Oh, let's kill this. There we go. That's a little better. 12:44. So it's just you're just barely, man. You're clanking through my tomorrow. Yeah, we're back live, Brian. So, waiting to see if I got a special guest coming on. A 3,400-inch monitor. There's Quentin. Quentin, how you doing this evening, Quentin? Live and ready. Oh! I think we have somebody.
What?
Hey, there he is.
How's it going?
Doing all right, man. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. How things going?
Doing all right, man.
That's cool. I saw a little bit of you changing the strings on that the BC Rich.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't done it in a while. They were kind of getting a little flat, so I figured I'd go ahead and just show everybody how I do it. So
that's cool.
Yeah, make it easy and demystify it a little bit, and I don't know, maybe help somebody out.
Yeah. Yeah, you cut the ball ends, and that's what you stick in the wedges right in the bridge.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen somebody was saying something about putting the ball ends at the other end.
Oh
my God.
Nope.
How does that even work?
It was funny. So I was looking at some used guitars today. I was looking at the stage at a couple old Stage Masters on eBay.
Right.
And saw somebody had done that to theirs, and I'm like, man, don't be doing that.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, it's like, don't do that.
No,
don't
man.
Put the ball ends on the tuning pegs.
Well, the thing is, like, how do you even know you got it slack to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to cut it long, right? I mean, that's the only way you can do it.
You jam it in, and then I don't know. Just too much room for error, I think, doing it that way.
I completely agree. And it makes it a pain to get the strings out too.
Yeah. Plus, it looks stupid. Right?
It does.
Tuning heads, you know.
Yep.
What do I know?
Yeah, exactly. What do I know?
See this?
Oh, nice.
And I think that's supposed to be a signature on the back. I don't know. Is that a signature?
Looks like it.
Okay. Yeah, so they had these lying all over. It's just for anyone that's interested, it's a .73, so it's actually a little thin. But they had this at the Cosmo Fest thing.
Okay.
So they had one of the Eddie Van Halen guitars with they call it the Shark. It's the one. It's basically the Explorer with the V cut out the back end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had these all lying on the table. So I mean, people were just grabbing them. So I grabbed a couple for myself.
Yeah, there you go. Liberate a few yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, liberate. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even try it though. I didn't try the Shark. I didn't even try it. No idea if it's any good or what.
No, didn't even try it, huh?
No.
not your bag.
It's not my bag. It's not my bag. I love Eddie, but I don't know. It's not my bag. Yeah. Hey, look who's in the house.
Oh, let's see. We got Dale. We got Mitch. We got Brian. We got Phil.
Yeah.
We got Daniel Horsley.
Yeah.
We got Mozzie. Ondio all the way from Australia.
Wow.
Dog Paws hanging out.
Australia. It's like tomorrow in Australia.
It is, yeah. It's
probably like tomorrow late morning.
Yeah, it's 12:40, about 12:50 there right now.
Oh, okay. It's afternoon already.
Yep.
Yeah,
I wish it was 12:50 tomorrow afternoon right now. I'd be well on my way to weekend.
Closer to Friday, yeah, or closer to the weekend, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's been a long week, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, work first week of a month is busy time, right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Quentin. All right. Well, since you're here, Hack, you got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2,
yeah,
3. Quentin.
There you go. Just blew somebody's eardrums, I'm sure.
Probably. Hey, there's Kaylin. Chicken
there
guitar.
She is. It feels like 4 a.m. here. Oh boy.
You must have been busy today, Kaylin.
It's 3:50 a.m. in the UK. So Bam Mozzie, what are you doing up?
yeah, Mozzie, what are you still doing up, man?
Yeah, man.
Oops, sorry, Brian.
Well, it's just reading this. I woke up his wife.
Sorry about your headphone, or sorry about your ears, Dale.
Headphones on, man. I was just reading Dogpa, like, I'm in Middle Earth. We are a couple of epochs. Yeah, they got shots for that, eh? I'm just saying.
You better
see a doctor. Yeah.
It feels over in UK land.
Yeah, well. I finally got around to doing Phil's.
Yeah, I thought you did. I thought you did good.
Oh man, yeah, I tried.
Hey, that's all we can do, right? It's just try.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, you're a much braver soul than me. You haven't seen me doing that.
Why not? Give it a go, man. Got that fancy Helix thing. Just plug into that, and I'm gonna come out roses, buddy.
Yeah, come out roses covered in shit. It smells like somebody took a crap in the rose bush. Oh man!
When in doubt, use the wah.
No. No.
Pass. Pass. See, that's lots of reverb, lots of wah, and lots of delay.
Lots of delay.
You'll sound like a star every time.
Brown roses, exactly, Brian. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I was in the same camp, Phil. I thought it sounded good too.
Well, you know what? I will say the tone was really good. I was playing the P90 Les Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that sounded really good. And I was going through like the bridge, neck. I was flipping the switch, so trying to fatten it up and whatever, to get some variety in it. And I beating a dead horse, but you can't say enough about P90s, man. Like holy shit,
No, you can't.
you can't.
Now,
I mean, they're noisy as hell, but my god, when they
once you get past that, and once you flip on the noise gate,
you know,
man, it's all good from there.
I was rehearsing yesterday, and I was standing too close to a Marshall with a 412 cab, right? And that thing was just every time I stopped playing, it just started howling. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was howling, man. And it's like, it gets annoying, eh? Like you gotta be like far,
Right.
like and I
Either that or you got to be riding your volume knob the whole time, just ready.
yeah, as soon as the song's over, volume knob. But the thing is, like, even with the noise gate, like you gotta have it cranked high enough that now you're starting to lose a little bit of signal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're playing I mean, 9 times out of 10, the places I play are so small. I'm literally like maybe 2 feet in front of my amp. So if
Right.
I'm using the P90 guitar, I'm always going to get that. I'm always going to get that howl. Right. So
Yep.
that's why I don't gig with it much. But shit, do I love the sound of that thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Mr. Stewart has his Les Paul with P90s.
He's got the same one that R2's got, the Pelham Blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good looking guitar, man.
Yeah. I think that year they came out. I think it was gold top, black, and blue. I think were the three colors that came out. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of black.
I'd have never guessed, man. I'd have never guessed.
Black. Yeah, I love the blacky. Yeah, I love black guitars. So but yeah, no, the Pelham Blue Sharp, it's gonna sound dynamite. I mean, I'm sure he knows that already, but it just sounds dynamite. It really does.
Yep.
I'm just looking at Quentin's got a question about my bear.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what's the story of the little bear?
Everybody loves that bear, man. Now, let me show you the bear. Here's a close up of the bear. So you notice the bear is wearing like a
Graduation cap.
graduation cap, and he's got a little diploma here,
Okay.
right? Okay, and it says the school on his gown here, which is the University of Waterloo. Um, so the story with the bear is I went back to university when I was like 38, and I got it. I got my degree. Right, 42 years old. I was a university grad, and so the only thing I have from that day is that bear and my framed thing on the side of the wall there.
Nice.
That's it. So that's sort of a, you're never too old. If you're willing, you're able. So
There you go, man.
that's basically it. That's the story of the bear.
Well, there you go, Quentin.
There you go.
You learned a little something. So did I. That's
And
cool, man.
Quentin sent me a thing comment on my video. Okay, I'm awake. You can start over.
Hey, Denny.
Yeah.
So I'm a data analyst. Is what my job is. I live my life in Excel and pulling reports and crunching numbers, man.
Yeah. All that, well, you're explaining to me all that stuff behind you on the door.
Yeah,
That's all Excel stuff. Well, and then some scales.
Yes, of course. So yeah, so I get that question a lot. So this up here is an index match formula, and then this right here is a count ifs. Excuse me, ifs. That's a count ifs. So that demystifies, and then this is the so this right here is the pentatonic minor. So it is the 1, flat 3, 4, 5, and flat 7. And then below that is the pentatonic major, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And then these are just scale charts. So there you go. My whiteboard demystified.
It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there, man.
It's all there. Cool.
Yeah.
Just looking at that white Firebird behind you. Banjo tuners. I like that white around the headstock there. That looks sharp, man.
This one?
Yeah. I like the white around the headstock. It makes the headstock look, well, actually, that's a different shape than mine, isn't it?
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, a little bit.
It looks stretched out. Actually, no.
No, it's the same size.
Yeah, it is the same. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah.
But that's what sets it apart, right?
The banjo tuners, yeah.
Those Kluson banjo tuners, and I can't say that I love them. I'll just be honest with you.
No, I got the regular tuners on that. The minis, they hold tune fine, but the friggin' bless you, they're so close together.
Right.
And it's hard when you're tuning one not to hit the other one,
Yeah. So with these, they're not. You can almost feel the gears in them, right? So they hold okay, but I think with these, so one of the things you'll notice with these type tuners, you get almost perfect straight stretch through the nut.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Only the E is just slightly off, and if I wound it to the inside, it probably would do a little bit better. Probably if I wound it to the inside, but I couldn't.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention that, I'm looking at mine. Yeah, it's pretty much straight through, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Like,
it does make tuning a little bit weird, doesn't it?
yeah, Phil Mosley. I still the reverse headstock really messes me up because I'm going for one thinking I'm hitting. Okay, that's the lowy. No, wait, how does this go again? I gotta literally follow the string.
Yep.
Okay. And once I know where I do it backwards half the time. I do it freaking backwards.
Yep.
And
I'm always I usually turn it the opposite way, right? Do you do the same thing?
No, not so much that. It's more I'm grabbing the wrong key.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the backwards thing that not so much. The other thing.
So do you have yours wrapped around on the inside of the post?
Hang on, let me grab it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have yours on the inside of the post, yeah.
Yeah, because on the inside, I don't know if you can see that. See how it's straight?
Yep. Your low E. So if you look at how your low E does, because it's on the inside of the post, it actually angles in just a little bit.
Yes, slightly, yes. But that and the A.
Yeah.
by the time you get to D and below, they look straight.
They're pretty straight, yeah.
Yeah. And I can't say enough good things about this thing, man.
Yeah. They're big though, aren't they?
Oh man.
I
could surf on this thing.
no doubt. See, because I'd never really seen one, right? I mean, I'd seen like the studios and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I always thought they were a little bit smaller. And none of the stores, like none of the guitar centers here or even in Arizona had any, except for studio.
Right.
I never picked it up, so, but I knew I wanted one. So, and for some reason, I just thought maybe they were a little bit smaller. Boy, was I wrong.
I mean, even the headstock is giant.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, even the headstock seems giant. Like, it's just, but that neck,
Yeah.
it's
like,
it's like a D, very shallow, eh?
Yep.
But I mean, it's just like you can play, at least for my hand, I can play this thing. I did 2 out of the 3 days in a row I played this, like, no problem.
Yeah.
And then I got the action so low. I don't know if you can see how low that is.
Oh yeah.
Right? I got the action so low, and but what really makes this guitar, like, I don't think the studio has the binding, right?
No.
And the studio, does it have block or dot inlays?
Dots.
Yeah, see? Right off the bat. Oh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what makes this guitar look good. Like, if it's the blocks and the
blocks and the binding.
The blocks and the binding, that's what make it stand out, right? Plus, again, black guitar. It's all like black on white, and then of course, chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing gold on the guitar is the Gibson, and okay, I'll let that go.
Now
the Gibson was silver though, it'd be even better.
I will say this though, some of those old like the Centennials.
Yeah.
Oh man, with the gold hardware and the in the Maestros. They just there's something about those, man. They just look good. The vintage burst, and
yeah, the bursts are sharp too. I like the bursts. I like yours too. They look good in white.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're hard to find, man. The white ones are, at least here in the States, they're hard to find.
Chicken Guitars is saying that she agrees dot inlays don't belong on a Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Absolute Mayhem in the chat.
Mayhem?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Come on, buddy.
Aaron Song says, yeah, it definitely needs binding. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, Quentin. Dots make it sound like ass.
Yep.
These are special inlays too, eh?
Oh, yeah. They're tone inlays.
Yeah. See, they're trapezoid.
Yep.
See, the block inlays give you less tone.
Right.
The trapezoid, that just takes it to another level.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. You gotta have blocks on the first.
You know what throws me off with that guitar?
The block on the first fret.
Yeah. and actually, I'm so used to standards that even the fact that they're not trapezoid throws me a little bit. Right? Like, all customs?
These are pure tone mother of pearl blocks.
They come from special clams, do they?
Yeah. Well, and just
they
like
find tone clams in the ocean.
just like they're from the same tone clams that that they pull that mother of pearl from, and that mother of pearl.
So they find these tone clams, they farm the pearls, and they force them into the.
Yeah, they go and they tap on all the clams, so they have the right. So they have the right resonance.
Wait a minute. Quickly.
Oh man, sorry. Oh, man.
Lord.
I couldn't.
Dear Lord.
I couldn't.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. And then
Yeah.
the the gold. I mean, that's pure certified tone gold there.
Gold, yeah.
Hardware.
Yeah, they got special mines in Africa,
Yeah.
South Africa. Yeah.
Now, but what really gives it that tone hack are the waffle backs.
Yeah.
I mean, these are legit old school waffle backs.
Mm,
And
yeah.
I mean, there's just so much tone in there.
Well, don't forget the screws.
Yep. Yep. And the screws, all the gold screws.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the gold's is worn off of them by now.
Yeah. Because, yeah. And they're dull, right? So they're not as reflective.
Right. But what it does have is the true tone master. And that is a true ABR1 screwed directly into the top.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, that's another, you can see it. The ABR1. So, little Gibson construction history. If you look at any other Gibson except for True Historics and
I'll show you.
newer Gibsons,
Right
you'll
there.
see there's a post. There's a
The
yeah,
shot.
huh?
There's a shot.
Yeah,
We call it a shot. I don't know what you call it. Like there's metal in the body, and then the post screws into that. Yeah.
a true
Sleeve.
ABR,
Sleeve.
This is a true ABR1.
Yeah.
So this tells you it was made before 1975 because they went to the Nashville Bridge, which is what you have on yours.
Yeah.
Was put in 1975.
Yeah.
Bushing, yes. Thank you, Sean. And by the way, hello, Sean. If I haven't said hello before or yet. Stud.
Hello, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, they just screwed it right into the wood.
Yep. And that's how they were made in the 50s as well. The ABRs were screwed directly into the ABR1s were screwed directly into the body.
Well, I'm just grabbing this neck after grabbing. These are almost the same.
Are they really?
Actually, there might be just a little more meat on this one.
Yeah.
And it feels just a touch wider.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a wider neck and it has a little more meat, but they're really, really close. But this is when they were doing the asymmetrical, eh?
Right.
So the ridge kind of doesn't run down the center. It's not even on both sides.
It's offset, yeah.
It's flattened on this side as you go up the neck.
Do you notice that a lot when you're playing?
Really
and truthfully?
You know what? Only because I'm thinking about it right now and I'm looking at it. Like if I grab like this one here, or one of these, anyway, like that's not asymmetrical. Not really.
Okay.
Only because I'm looking at it and got my hand on it right now.
Right.
But yeah, they did the asymmetricals. I think for a while on the standards, and then everything else, like the classics and everything else, they're just the symmetrical 60s.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Quentin, come on, man.
Oh, what am I? I'm not looking. I don't have the chat. I got to look at my phone and see the chat, so I don't know what you guys are on about there.
Meat, Ridge.
Meat, Ridge, Girth.
Of course.
Oh, Lord.
So, yeah. So you can see on this one. It's an ABR1 bridge, but it has the bushing.
Yeah.
In the body.
What? That's a what? 2019 standard?
18
standard.
Traditional.
Oh, it's okay. So you don't have an asymmetrical neck on that.
Oh no, it's it's
That's
just
the 50s neck. They
yeah.
call it.
I don't know that I would call it a 50s neck because it's not real chunky.
Yeah.
It's just to me it's just comfortable. And I
Yeah.
don't you know me, I do not like thick necks.
Well, you probably notice a difference when you go from the Firebird to that one, though, don't you? Unless that, because that Firebird, I don't know, maybe is the neck profile on it. I don't know if it's the same as mine, but there'd be a huge difference there.
So the traditional's a little bit rounder and the Firebird's a little bit flatter. But as far as like thickness, yeah, there's a little bit of difference. It's not like huge.
Yeah.
It's not like night and day. Yes, I am girth adverse. Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Josh D is in here. Welcome.
Hey, Josh.
What Brian
Crowbar.
Stewart is telling me not to do something.
Who?
Oh God. Okay, I'm not going there.
Oh,
These guys
so
are having fun with the stud.
oh yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Our inner 13-year-olds are coming out tonight. Yeah.
Look at the chat.
Krill
I'm gonna
bars.
make you scroll all the way up and read this chat. Come on, man.
How far up do I need to go?
Yeah.
Girth is more good.
Yeah. Dale Palmer's got a good point. He says that dots gave a more focused tone compared to
Oh,
the huge tone coming from the blocks.
okay. Okay. Oh no, man. I still say the tone oysters was the star of the night.
The tone oysters? Tone clams. Tone clams.
Tone clams.
Tone clams.
Yeah.
You know, like my the 330 I was going to say 335, but the 339s and the 335s actually a lot of them for a number of years, if I'm not mistaken, they came with dot inlays.
Yeah, some did, yeah.
Yeah, and then they was it around 2015 or maybe 2015, 2014, 15 around there, they started putting them out with block inlays. Like mine has block inlays, my 339. And as soon as I saw the block inlay on that with the binding, and of course it's also black. But
Shocker.
yeah. But you know what? What with the blocks, it just looks so much. I don't know. I just think it looks so much better. But that's just me.
Clams could go so sideways, Kalen.
No emoji for clams.
Yeah. A clam emoji could go really sideways.
Okay. How to stay young, like
Josh, yes. That's my whiteboard. That is that what you're referring to? Yeah, I just explained it a little while ago, but in case you want to know, there's two Excel formulas. There's an index match up here and a count ifs here, and then you've got the pentatonic minor, pentatonic major, and then all the positions of the pentatonic scale, just scale charts. That's all that is.
Oh, Mayhem found a taco emoji.
Yeah, yeah. No clam, but a taco.
Yeah. Oh Lord. So, what are you up to this weekend, Dave? What do you got going on?
Oh, not much. The wife's still in Arizona, and she'll be there till next Thursday. So
Yeah, you're saying that sucks, man.
yeah, I mean it is what it is, right? So it's not ideal, but you know, work, and yeah, they actually, well, on the flip side of that, they did offer her a $400 voucher to not fly, so I guess it worked out okay.
Hmm.
So in the time, if something goes sideways with the house over the next, over the next few days or whatever, I might be having to go back down and go house hunting again if something goes awry.
Right, right.
So yeah, it's well, we'll find out. We're supposed to find out tomorrow. The homeowner extension ran out or runs out tomorrow, so we should find out then, um, what what's going on with the repairs that we're requesting that they do.
Hmm.
So whether or not we need to renegotiate price or what. So we'll see.
Yeah, everything's kind of in limbo, eh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hate being in limbo.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah.
Limbo sucks because I mean there's so many things I could do, right? There's so many things I could be doing, getting stuff packed away, adulting stuff, and because we're in limbo, I can't really do a whole lot. So because we might get stuck here for another 6 months. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that would suck. It's like you basically have to start all over again, right?
right, yeah. If this contract falls through, then yeah, we're back to square one.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what you got going on this weekend?
Um. Oh, there's that. Well, tomorrow's not the weekend, but tomorrow I'll be busy all day. But Saturday, I gotta go. Do that CanuckCon thing,
Right.
and that's gonna eat up the whole day because it's like I'll be on the road for 5 to 6 hours because that's how long it takes to get there and back.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's not looking forward to the drive. I hate driving, especially that distance.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is too, like I'm hoping that there's not going to be a lot of traffic, right? Because that's it gets real busy sometimes in the summer because people are going to their, what we call cottages or summer houses and all that kind of stuff. Like up where the lakes are, the Kawarthas and all the,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
cottagey lakes and stuff. And so if there's traffic, man, I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. And then so that's pretty much my whole Saturday. And then what am I doing? So Sunday I'm rehearsing with Rebel Charm, which reminds me I got to do some homework. Yeah, I got to learn some songs, or at least learn them better. Because I just barely knew what we were doing last time. And then that's basically it. I don't think there's anything else going on Sunday.
Gotcha.
Now,
Cool.
hopefully the weather's nice so I could sit outside because it's been shitty here, man. It's like we got a good day today, but all week this week it's been cooler than normal, windy, overcast, raining like crazy. We haven't had a good stretch of. We'll have like the odd day, but not like a good stretch of. Like the other day this week, shit. I'm outside with my winter coat on still.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like you can't just sit down. Like I got all my patio stuff out and whatever, right? Put that out a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, woo, it's summer, right? And I'm sitting out there with my friggin' winter coat on to have a cigar. I'm like, what the hell is this? If it was colder, I would have been in the hack shack, right? But
Yeah. Yeah.
I was at least sitting out, but still, you couldn't be out there comfortable in the t-shirt, and you had to have a jacket on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Canada and all that, but believe me, it's usually not this bad. This is really bad.
Right, right.
I mean, it's bad. Like normally at this time of year, hey, it's summer.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on this year. It's not good.
Just real quick, Dale, thank you. Yeah, hoping we're not gonna have to deal with that. Thanks, Crowbar. And yes, Limbo sucks big time, Galen. I'm just kind of trying to catch up and be a good host. Read
Well,
some chat.
it's
Well, yes, you were terribly missed. We even said Will wasn't here. Sorry,
Yeah.
I did lie about that last part. I did notice you hadn't said anything in a while.
Kalen's got the same thing.
Oh, Todd
Whether she's
Flowers. When did you sneak in? I'm so sorry. I didn't see you sneak in, buddy.
He was there. He says he's there. No one noticed.
I'm terrible. Brian Wills.
Oh, man.
Uh,
Yeah, Kalen says it's been raining too, where she's at.
yeah. Funny thing. So, when I was in Arizona for 2 weeks, and like that whole 2 weeks, it rained here quite a bit.
Right.
And then, of course, I come home, the waterworks shut off. So it was nice up until today, and it was just, and I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but it was overcast and cool and pretty windy. But we're heading to like 90 in a couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we're dropping back down to like 60s next week again.
Whew. What
Yeah.
so like what is your average? What's like an average summer day for you guys?
A
Temperature.
summer day? Well, see, I'd have to do the conversion to Fahrenheit, but usually, the when the summer really hits, we're up in like the high 20s, low 30s, which would be like
So you're
80 to 90.
okay.
You know,
Yep.
yeah, a day will crack 100 with and then the humidity. We get a lot of humidity, right? So
Right.
that always kicks in, a few extra degrees too. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but that's where we normally would be now. Like right now, we should be in the mid to high 70s, and we're still not. Right?
Gotcha.
We're below seasonal by a good 5 to 10 degrees right now, like every freaking day.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
Hey, Lars. Thanks for coming by, man. Dan of New Jersey. Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Dan of New Jersey, how's it going? Yeah, absolute mayhem in the 90s. Yeah, we're in the 90s.
Yeah, it's funny. It's Nashville's not going to be far off from what you're. It's just constant, right? So,
yeah. I mean, everybody was telling me, you know what it is? It's because he's from Canada. He ain't seen no heat.
right? No, you'll be okay, man. It's just gonna be a full week of relentless, right?
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, yeah.
I mean, the humidity is probably maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It is not going to cool off in the evening like you're used to. That I can promise you.
When we're like right in the middle of summer, it doesn't really cool off much here at all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, man, like it gets pretty damn hot here. Like and then we get heat waves where like we'll have consecutive days that are like in the high 90s.
Right.
We always get a couple a year. But yeah. I'm actually.
What do you get at night then? I mean, is it dropping back to like 60s?
Oh God, no, never.
No? Okay.
No. Like I mean, it'll still like if you got a day that's in the mid 80s, you might be just down to 80 at night.
Okay.
It's not like dropping 10, 20 degrees. No, it's not like that here.
R2's in the chat. Hey, buddy, this is the Shredmeister.
Toronto is south of like 7 states. Yeah, like we're actually, you know, we are like kind of south. I mean, if you look at the U.S. and where we are, so
right.
the U.S. is kind of up here, and then when you get down to like the lakes and all that, like there's a dip.
Yep.
We're down here. So yeah, we're south of a lot of the states.
Hey, there's Pooh.
Hey, Pooh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
live by the water.
Just it can be oppressive, man. That's all. It can be a little oppressive. The Lake Erie dip. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I think why it's so freaking humid. Like I don't live close to Lake Ontario, but I'm close enough to it, I guess.
Okay.
Right. But yeah, like I mean, to give you an idea, like I can be in Buffalo in an hour,
Okay. So
right?
you're really not very far from the border then.
I'm I can be in the border in 45 minutes.
Okay.
And yeah, I did a road trip. I went to Pittsburgh. The problem is you got to drive around the freaking lake, right?
Right.
Can't drive across it.
Can't
You got to
drive
go around it.
through.
So, I mean, Pittsburgh, I can be there in like was it 5 hours?
Okay.
Pittsburgh, you know.
Okay.
I looked at the idea of maybe driving to Nashville. That's a drive and a half. That would have been close to 14 hours for me
Yeah.
because I'm going right across the freaking
Yep.
down south and across, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Brian Stewart, Niagara Falls. I could be there in less than an hour.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to make the big drive. It's 1,300 miles. Uh,
holy
it's like
wow,
15 hours, 16 hours, something like that.
to Arizona.
Yeah, we're
Holy shit!
we're gonna have to. Well, we got two cars, right? We got to get them both down there, and I'm probably gonna have to drive it twice at least, because I am absolutely not letting the movers move my guitars by any stretch of the imagination. You ain't touching my shit, guys. So probably gonna rent a small U-Haul and drive them down and uh, and then fly back, and then uh, Trish and I'll get uh, load the dogs up in my car and drive the dogs down, and then she's gonna make a drive with her sister. Yeah,
Mm,
we gotta take the dogs.
that's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah,
So Dale is saying Toronto Islands must be flooded, aren't they? With the lake 34 inches above. Well, yeah, the because of the crazy rain, the constant rain, yeah, our water levels are high, and there is flooding. There's flooding around the islands, and there's also flooding on some of the beaches, just because the water has not stopped.
wow.
Brian Landreth is saying, "Why don't you get a PO box across the border so we can ship stuff to you, and you smuggle it to Canada and save that crazy." Yeah, let's announce that publicly, shall we?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
Nobody's watching, right?
No, nobody.
Um, it's a great in theory. Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy shit! Brian Landreth drives 2,500 miles a week. Oh my god.
crazy. What do you do, Brian? You
Holy,
like you do like trucking, or you just like have a long commute, or
it's got to be truck driving.
that's a lot of miles, man. All right, Pooh. Take care, buddy. Have an awesome night, man. R2.
They are too. That's funny. Yeah, see no evil here now.
Truck driver. Okay.
Truck driver. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on, man. Man. I'm gonna drive straight, turn left sometimes.
I'm real good at turning left.
Oh man.
Used to come to Canada a lot, Brian. Cool.
No, I've been to Canada a couple. Hey, Jasco.
Hey, Josco.
I've been to Canada. Um, I'm trying to remember where we drove in through. Um, but we ended up going to uh, Montreal, and
Oh, okay.
then on to Quebec City, and then from there went to Three Rivers or Trois Rivières.
Hmm. Yeah, Quebec City. That's a haul, man.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
That's a haul.
And
Yeah.
you're in freaking no man's land in QC.
Yeah, man.
I mean no man's land. They don't like it. But a lot of people did not like, and this was back in 92, I
Mm.
guess, 91, 92. And they did not like us Americans very much.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, they don't like anybody that doesn't speak French.
Right?
Ontario people either. So there you go. But they'll take your money.
Yeah, take the money.
Take your money.
Yeah, it was a little. I mean, back then I was still in high school, and I was funny thing. I was actually taking French in high school, so I could understand quite a bit, and I could speak a little bit,
Yeah.
and you know, I could understand when they were saying stupid Americans.
Yeah.
I could understand that real good.
So Mayhem is talking about some of the best dancers come from Montreal. He's talking about a specific type of dancer.
Oh yeah, the pole dancers.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, Dale used to go to Mississauga. Off.
Hey, Brad Miller. Hey, Brad.
There's the hey Brad, how are you? There he is.
Did we say hey to Zach yet?
Hey Zach.
Zach's in the house.
Clam dancers.
Clam dancers. Will was stationed in Canada during the Vietnam War.
What were you guarding? He was guarding I don't know. Guarding the moose.
Guarding the moose.
Caribou. He was guarding the hockey sticks.
Yeah, right.
I'm just thinking of all the stereotypes.
Yeah, yeah. No, guarding the border, making sure he wasn't going to cross it. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, man?
How's it going, Aaron? Yeah, Brian is talking about the French guns that don't fire. Never fired, only dropped once.
Never fired a like.
It's funny because, well, it's not funny. It was yesterday was the commemoration of D-Day, right?
Yes, it
Juno
was.
Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and man, unbelievable number of Canadians got killed. They were just unbelievable number of Canadians. Literally, they were just dropping them, and guys were dying right in front of you. Then the next wave, and then it was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, just to basically rescue France, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
So
I mean,
many, oh,
well, obviously that marked the Normandy D-Day marked the end of really the beginning of the end of the conflict in
yeah,
Europe, but yeah, it was not without cost. That's for sure.
that was insane, man.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a history nut with World War II. I like World War II.
Yeah, and back then, uh, Newfoundland was still part of England.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Newfoundland didn't become part of Canada until 50. I'm gonna say I think it's like 57 or something like that.
No kidding.
So the Queen's soldiers, they were sending all the boys from Newfoundland. They were just literally sending them to die.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. There's some ugly shit that went on there, man. Because
Yeah.
their commanders were British, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they weren't sending the Brits; they were sending the boys from Newfoundland.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty ugly when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That. I mean, that whole thing was. Of course, you had all the wolf packs, roaming around, shooting down everything. I mean, if it wasn't for the U.S. and Canada, the UK would have starved. They Germany would have choked out the UK.
Yeah. Hey, Terry Himes is here.
Oh wow, Terry Himes. How's it going tonight, Terry?
Okay, Mayhem did my homework for me.
Oh, look at
1949, Newfoundland became a province of Canada, but retained the Union Jack and legislature, still designating it as the national flag, later reaffirmed by a Revised Statutes Act of 1952. Okay, so I was off by like 10 years,
right.
but they were still part of England during the war.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Crowbar, now to thank us, the UK sends us annoying late night hosts. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, of course, there's the Revolutionary War there, Dale.
Yeah, yeah, it was that.
All right, Brian. Take care, buddy. Have a good night.
Oh, Brian's out. Night, Brian.
Yep, Brian's out. See you, dude.
Cheers, man. Yeah. Uh, I'll be calling it quits here soon too. I got early day tomorrow, and I had an early day today. So,
All right.
but I want to come on and say hello to everybody because you messaged me earlier, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, let's get on for a bit and have a little chat. And
So, I know on your show you asked me if I had anything I had my eyes on. So, what about you? Is there anything in your sights right now?
endless. Um, the immediate thing, like real immediate, where like I might actually just actually I keep forgetting. I got to measure. I just need another bag for my pedal boards. It's not a big deal.
Right.
But I got one. I've had one sitting in my cart on Amazon for like a week, and I haven't ordered it because I still haven't gotten around to like literally just measuring the board and making sure that it'll fit right. And then I got also in my cart for the longest time is a real cheap Timmy cologne. But in terms of that's minor stuff. But you know what, man? I'm still thinking about one of the new 50s poles, man. Tobacco Burst,
Tobacco
right?
burst. Okay. 50s.
So that and uh, a combo amp, and neither one is going to happen.
You said a combo, huh?
Combo, yeah, because I got the Marshall DSL 40, which has been stellar, but it's also old,
Right.
and just it's more for reliability than anything.
Sure.
I'd like to just keep this one at home and take the other one to the gigs,
Gotcha. All right.
right?
So would it be another DSL 40 or
Yep.
another one? Okay.
That's they're great. It would be basically the same amp, but the newer version.
The CR.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great amps. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I'm looking at a Marshall sitting on top of a Marshall here on my left because I got on top of the combo. I got my Origin 50 head sitting on top of it, which in hindsight is overkill because really I should have just bought the 20.
Right.
You know, but then the thing is, like, you look at the price of a 20, and it's like for another $100 you get 50 watts.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
You know, so whatever.
Hey, hang on a second. Hey, Brian. That's awesome that you're getting ready to go back to work. Hate that you're gonna be missing out with us, but yeah, man, congratulations on the recovery.
Oh, cool. Yeah, congratulations, Brian. Talking about drunk history. Yeah, that's about it. You know,
so
nothing.
just the 50s. Okay.
Yeah, like if I come across a 50s that has a nice burst, like a nice,
Yeah.
you know, and plays great, because that BB1, BB2, man, oh my god,
They're good pickups, man.
holy shit, they're great. They're great. They're great in the Les Paul, especially, right? Like, I have them in my 339. So they sound good in that one, but but that's gonna, again, but you put them in a Les Paul, it's a whole different tone, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, it's because the Les Paul's got the trapezoids,
Right.
and the 339's got the block. Oh God,
Oh, look who we found.
look at the cat dragged in.
Oh, look, it's Quentin James.
Look, and I can see him too.
Sylvester.
Sylvester,
What's
he's
up,
awake.
What's up?
How's it going, brother?
Sandra Lee called me and she's like, wake up, hot son. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw that message. Yeah,
They're fire? What?
yeah. I caught you though. I caught you. You were there at the end. I saw that.
I was there.
Yeah, I saw that. I gave you a shout out, didn't I?
Yeah, I was there making any inappropriate comments as usual.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, my wife wasn't around, or she would have screamed at you. But
You would have scared the crap out of me again.
yeah, she wasn't around. I told her that when she came home. I go, you know what?
Well, we had talked earlier about what it takes to be a successful cover band, and
That's my whole show, man. Thanks to you.
yeah, I mean it is. It's a business, and you have to have a business plan. And like with any business, there's some things that you have to do that you don't particularly love to do, like Brown Eyed Girl, and
Right.
But if you want to be successful, it's not that difficult, man. It's really not.
And one of the points that I made, I don't know if you saw it, but I was talking about, you don't have to be good either.
Right.
You just got to be competent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So nobody gives a shit, basically. Like, if you're playing a song, nobody cares that you can, tap a solo and sweep
That's right.
pick, and they're just gonna look at you weird. Like, there might be like three guys in the bar, hey, like, the guitar players, right? Apart from that, people are just there to listen to you, get up and dance, and oh yeah, I know that song, and as long as you deliver the songs, decently, they don't really care about the rest of it. They don't care what guitars you're playing. They don't care what's on your board. They don't.
Right.
I'm not saying that bad, like in a negative light. It's just they're there to have a good time, right?
Most of the people, they're not musicians. They're there to mellow out, have some drinks, be with some friends, maybe pick up a chick and dance and have fun. And
yeah,
you're there to entertain them. You're not there to play songs that only you like. And
yeah, Well, I mentioned that too. Like, there's a songs that I learned and we played and that I absolutely loved. But you know what? You play that song half a dozen times and nobody's moving. It's like, well,
Drop it. You drop it. Like
right?
that turning Japanese, I really think so.
Oh God, I love that. That's the song I was talking about. I absolutely love that song, man.
You were like really bummed, man. It's
I
like,
was
yo,
really bummed, man.
you people suck.
And then you add in the punked up version of Country Roads.
Well, that
Yeah.
goes over great. They love that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
But that, I mean that I think that's kind of what it's pretty much exactly what Quentin's saying.
Yeah, so that's a keeper.
Go over like a fart in an elevator, and pick ones that work.
I'll tell you what works. I don't know. I'll tell you what works like 100% every single time, or like 95% of the time. Sweet Caroline.
There you go.
Everybody gets up and sings along. I mean, think about it. You're playing that at 12:31 in the morning. Everybody's half in the bag. That's going to go over great.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but Brown Eyed Girl 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Country Roads has been going over really, really well. CCR, right? I'm thinking back to my set list. Oh, this song that we do by you would know this one quite. It's a '90s tune, I think, or is it 2000s? It's a band. It's The Middle. Band is called The Middle.
Proud Mary, Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally is another one. Yeah, Proud Mary. We don't do Proud Mary, but I'm sure it would work.
Oh yeah.
Anything we did by this will date me, but anything by Hootie and the Blowfish, man. Got the chicks on the dance floor.
Oh,
and that's all it took.
Wagon Wheel.
We never did that song.
Well, that song wasn't out when you were playing live, Quentin.
Yeah, that wasn't. That's now. That's Hootie today. And Chicken Fried. 2 songs that I absolutely hate, but they go over well.
Twister in the Sun was just crazy, and I hated that song. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, 500 Miles by the Proclaimers should go.
Yeah, we do that one. That one goes over really, really. Actually, Mayhem was at the bar when we played that, so he can witness. He's a witness. That went over great. And what do you think? You're hitting an E chord for like 4 minutes. That's a whole freaking song, really.
But it boils down to it's not really what you want to play; it's what they want you to play.
Exactly. And here's the thing too, right? Like what Quentin's saying about it being a business. Like if I go up and play what I want to play and alienate half the audience, you can bet sure I ain't going back there again. They're not going to hire me again.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, no, man. And when you play a place, whether it's a gig you get on your own or even more pressure if it's a gig that you're getting through an agent and you walk into a place and nobody knows who the hell you are, by the end of that night, you'll know whether or not you're coming back.
Oh, sure. I bet that would go over good, Brian.
What's
Bad
that?
Things, the song Bad Things. It's a good tune.
I don't know that one.
Look it up, Hack. I don't think it's going to be terribly hard. It's a terribly hard tune to learn or to play. I forget who sings it. Jason.
Is it country?
It's kind of country rock.
Oh.
So it's in that vein, but so it was the theme. It was the theme song from True Blood. So anybody that's a fan of True Blood would automatically.
Okay, I don't know True Blood. You know what else goes over real well? AC/DC.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Highway to Hell. That works.
And people talk about, with the whole YouTube copyright thing, about, you should just go out and, play your original bands and blah. Look, when original bands play, it's usually promoted as, 4 or 5 original bands, and that crowd is tailored for those original bands.
Right.
But the vast majority of people that are going out to a club on a Friday or Saturday night, they want to dance to familiar music.
Mm-hmm.
And you get out there and play all your original music, and people are like, what? I don't care how good you are. It's like, What?
What is that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, here, you know, because I mean,
Yeah, Aaron. True. Jimmy Buffett, man.
yeah, we don't, you know, like around here, like the guy that plays with me in Rebel Charm, the bass player, he's in an originals band, and he says, "Oh yeah," like he'll tell me, "Oh, I got a show coming up, this and that," and you always know if he's got a show. Well, how many bands is it? That's the next question. Oh, there's 3 bands, and you're all
right.
playing for an hour, and you know, and I mean, and then they're fighting for a peanut butter sandwich at the end of the night. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
you know, like I mean, as little as we get, you know, and playing in a regular corner bar, these guys get nothing, and they call it showcase. You know, like they're going to get discovered all of a
Right.
sudden. You know?
I mean, when people are sitting at home listening to the stereo, they're not listening to original bands. They're listening to the songs that are that are popular and they like, and all different types of music. And not that, you know, like I say, it was a business. We look at it as that when we went into it, and that's why we got so popular so fast. We weren't the best musicians in the world,
No.
but you know, we packed the dance floor.
Crowbar, chicken guitars. You
Uh-huh.
too. Every time I hear Ride Sally Ride, I think about the shenanigans on the space shuttle with the first woman astronaut. And Sally Ride was the first woman astronaut.
Yeah, listening to the song used to be the song to play, man. I mean, I played that opening riff and people just went nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, really? Lister in the Sun. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Brian. Yeah, if
So
you're,
we
if you're playing a free gig, just play whatever you want.
You know, we did Margaritaville, and you know, you have to do that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, and the thing is too, like I said in during the show, I mean, like we know what we are. Like we're not delusional in that, man, we're getting all these gigs because we must be the best things to slice cheese. It's just because we're like McDonald's, man. It's like, you know, the food is shit, but it tastes good, right? And that's basically it, you know. And that's why we keep getting callbacks, and one gig turns into 3 gigs, and between last year we thought we did a lot of shows, but this year is making last year look like nothing.
There's a reason you guys keep getting called back. And
Exactly.
if people don't understand that, then fuck them.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is that you're putting asses in bars, and when you're putting asses in bars, you're pouring money in the coffers in the bars because
You know,
people are drinking.
you know what's freaking me out? This is really freaking me out, and it started happening a little bit last year, and it's happening more this year. Where, you know, when we're in a certain part of town, right? Like when we're basically, when most of our gigs are actually like north of the city, and that I'll see like the same faces at every show, and there's a couple. There's like two or three. I think 2 couples for sure, maybe 3 couples that because we got a Facebook and we got all our gigs on Facebook. If we're anywhere near them, they'll come to see us, and I can't believe that because like they'll come and see us like, you know, twice in a month. Like we're not playing basically the same shit that we did 2 weeks ago, and they'll come again, and they follow us around, and that's freaking me right out. Like I don't want to do this twice in a month. You know what I mean? But they like the music and they dance and they're having a great old time, right?
That's what it's all about, man.
So
Weezer hash pipe. No, if anything, it shouldn't. I mean, they're your groupies, right?
yeah, they're older groupies, married groupies.
Some habits die hard.
Yeah. Well, we got a joke about the groupies, eh? When they throw their panties, they come down like this.
They're not like the rubber bands anymore, right?
Yeah. No, they take a good 5 minutes to land.
Yeah, they cover up the entire drum set.
Like a blanket.
Hey, take that and wear it in the wintertime, keep you warm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I mean that breezies. I don't know if that should freak you out so much. I mean, ought to make you
What,
feel kind of
panties?
good that they're willing to that they're willing to come see, come and watch the show every night. It means they
No,
enjoy
it's
it.
cool. It's cool. I mean, shit, they even came out. They found out we were playing that New Year's Eve show that I tried to stream. That every time I try to stream, anyway, played that New Year's Eve show, and holy shit, I walk in and there they are. I'm like, oh, you're here, and that was like a good shit. They must have driven like an hour and a half to get it to go because I was way the other side of the city, right? That was like a completely different city.
Right.
They came out to that, and that really freaked me out. I'm like, holy shit. All right. But that's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, just too many musicians have that. Or you're just talking and talking and talking. They have that musician attitude that, this is what we do. I'm the musician. Dude, get over yourself.
Yeah, well, I think we're all. I mean, I know I was like that when I was younger, and then,
Dude, to me, there was nothing like, being loud on stage, a dance floor club full of people, and I'm banging out some Green Day. Man, there was nothing like that. That's good shit right there, man.
yeah.
Mayhem. Yeah, that'd be great. You should read that one, Hack.
While my guys wearing guitar, no.
Hey, it'd be good advertising for you.
I get grief for doing the YouTube thing from those guys.
What? You guys in your band give you crap about
They
it?
give me grief. Oh, you're streaming a gig again, this and that, whatever. And then what kills me is in the next day. So how'd it look? Did it look okay? Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like,
How come you didn't give me a camera more?
Yeah.
I could show you how to stream too there, buddy.
Right?
Yeah. And then I get, oh man, I think every live stream I've ever done has a copyright claim on it.
Oh, well.
Well, Hack, I sent Dave a message. It's like, dude, I got a surprise hack. Send me a link here so I can.
I was just about to cash out, man.
I know. I was like, hurry up, man, hurry up.
Yeah.
Well, you never would respond to me.
Oh, the groupies he's talking about.
Yeah.
Giving T-shirts to the groupies.
There you
We
go.
had groupies. People wouldn't want to. We'd sell T-shirts. They want us to autograph the T-shirts, and half of me was like, dude, I'm in a cover band, right? I mean, but it was cool. Good times, man. But that was, late 90s, early 2000s, and it's just changed so much, man. There's no money in it anymore, and
No.
but yeah, you were saying something. You see a bunch of old fuckers up there. They're doing it because they love it,
Yeah.
and they're having fun. There's no, they're not thinking about getting a record deal and
Oh fuck no. Like, I mean, and seriously, like, I'll drive. Here's my typical gig, right? I'm on the road for an hour to get there, and I'm hauling. I got in the car. I mean, if I think about it, like, I'll take a couple of guitars, or a backup and a thing, an amp, this and that. I'm probably carting $5,000 worth of gear,
yeah.
right? In a car, driving an hour, and if there's a tab, that's great. If there ain't a tab, then by the time I walk out of there and I had something to eat and a couple of beers, I got $20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm driving home. There's the $20 again. You know what I'm saying? You're not making squat. But back in the 90s, when I was doing like the sort of wedding function band thing, man, I was making money hand over fist. Right? And there's none of that to be had now, man. None of it.
The minimum we played for was $800 a night, and usually about $1,400. So.
Oh wow.
But that was when the clubs were packed, man. You'd have, 1,500 people in a club or more.
Yeah.
But they were all the big clubs in town. And all those clubs are gone now.
Yeah. We used to do a single night. We used to do for like $750. And then if we did like 2 nights, it was $1,200. And if we did 3 nights, it was usually like between 16 and 18.
Oh, dude, 3 nights in a row was like a house gig. I love that.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to move your shit, right? And then,
Yeah.
yeah, and that was it. And then, but the big money gigs, man, I mentioned it on the show, was New Year's Eve, $5,000.
Yeah, weddings or corporate gigs. We never did weddings or corporate gigs,
Yeah.
but we had a booking agency, and they had all the big clubs, all the big rooms locked up under contract. So when
Yeah.
we finally signed with them, I mean, boom, game was over, man. We were in all of them, and we paid 10%. So it's like, dude, that's fine with me. Shit, we're making more money playing
Well,
all the big rooms. That's what we wanted.
like I was saying, like on the show, I mean, we had 2 agents, and now basically it's just the one guy, but the other guy didn't really do a hell of a lot anyway. It doesn't matter, but even taking the 10% off, we're still making
Yeah.
$1,500 more than we on our own than we would on our own gig. So I mean, yeah, it's worth it, for sure.
And it was so easy. They would just call me and say, do you want to play here for this many nights for this much money? And I would be there Monday morning paying their commission. They loved us
Yeah, that's what we do too. Yeah.
because it was a business. You don't fuck around with your agent and, I'll pay you in a couple of weeks. No, you pay them Monday, and they love you and they give you all the good gigs.
Yeah. It's what happens with us though, and it's happened already a couple of times where we'll play a bar, we get the gig through the agent, and like you were saying, like the better bars that we play are agent gigs, right? Because they won't talk to anybody off the street, right?
Right. Yeah.
And this has happened a few times. So we'll play that bar for the first time, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we like the band, sold a lot of beer tonight, whatever." And then they'll want to book us back, but what they'll say is, "But I'm going to hire you directly."
No.
Right? And they're trying to, cut the agent out of it. And then
Yeah.
we're like, if that ever gets back to them, we're fucked, right? Like you get biting the hand that feeds you, right? So we're
Yeah,
like, no, we're not doing that.
Once again, it's a business, man. You don't do that.
Yeah. But
You
because a lot of bar owners they want to do that. They want to wipe the agent out, take him out of the equation.
Right.
So it's not worth it.
Yeah, you get that reputation, and yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't take long to spread, man.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty accurate, Brian.
Yeah, the screwing around between songs. Yeah. Or what we do a lot of times is we'll just do like three, 4 straight. Don't even stop.
Dude, nothing. That's like dead air on the radio. You don't do that.
Yeah. You're either talking to the crowd, or
Yeah.
if there's a guitar change, or if I got a tune up or tune down or whatever. And
That's when you talk about tipping the waitresses and
yeah.
thanks for coming. That's when you banter with the crowd and tell stupid jokes. And
Yeah, the guy we have, the singer, he's pretty good with that stuff too, man. He gets the crowd right into it, man. He gets them singing. And
That's a good front man, is what it is.
yeah. No, he's pretty good with that stuff. Like I was saying, like about Sweet Caroline, man. We had people standing on tables singing that, man. Like,
yeah,
it's absolutely nuts.
they all stand up and go ba ba ba.
Yeah.
Yeah, some friends of mine do that too. They did that song and did a video of it, and the whole crowd's yeah. So if you hate that song, tough shit, man. You do it.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God, Will Varela. Did you read what he wrote there? A Catholic school circuit? The hell is that?
Well,
800 boys in school jackets?
Oh, wow.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you see what Aaron said? Used to play all the Alice in Chains songs from the Facelift album before it broke, and people thought it was their original. Singer wouldn't say it any differently.
That's funny.
That's woo.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but we were gigging a lot when Pearl Jam's 10 was out, Hootie and the Blowfish, Live, Growing Copper was real big. Green Day, Dookie, and Nimrod was real big. So
Yeah, and that's even today, man.
You're like 94, 95 at that point, right?
Somewhere.
Like, and that stuff even now, man. We're still doing When I Come Around, Basket Case.
Yeah.
That stuff still goes, right?
Yeah, that's classic rock now. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, it is. 20 some odd years later. Yeah.
But we still did we always did a couple, one song from Stones, Doors, Beatles, Zeppelin. Still a classic rock song. Roadhouse Blues and just the standard club songs that.
Yeah. Well, Beatles always works, like Hard Day's Night, Twist and Shout.
Yeah. Oh my God, Twist and Shout. Yeah, dude, come on.
Always works.
Dry Heat, I'm actually still in Oregon right now, but I will be moving to Scottsdale.
Dave, if you want me to come up there, and I know you're scared of moving your guitars, if you want me to move them all and keep them in my spare bedroom for a while till you get moved out of there, that'll be fine with me.
They'll relic them for you for free.
I'm gonna take a hard pass on that, but I appreciate it.
Hard pass.
Just the Gibsons and no guard hardware, please.
I'll still have to take a hard pass on that, but I appreciate the offer.
Well, the
really nice of you to offer, Quentin.
The offer's out there.
But that's kind of going in the right direction, sort of, kind of. Not really.
Yeah, not really.
Kubrick lover, later Beatles songs? No, we do. What else do we do? Oh, we do Boys, which is like a really early Beatles song that actually Ringo sang it originally. That's about it.
Yeah, there you go, Kalen. That one always gonna go over. If you got
Journey,
they can sing it.
Yeah, you gotta have a singer for it.
I think we did Helter Skelter. That was the only Beatles tune we did.
Actually, Kayla and we do Any Way You Want It.
Yeah.
Rebel Charm.
Journey?
Yeah. I don't know.
Can Mrs. Hack pull off that one though?
Yeah, she does it.
She does.
Yeah, she does it pretty well too, yeah. Okay. I have it. It's in my playlist somewhere.
Okay.
It's there. It's we did it at that cancer gig too. That I think is, if you go to the Rebel Charm YouTube page, I think there's just the one video, and that's the cancer gig that we did.
Okay.
It's funny because you do half the stuff that we did back in the late '90s, So it's like classic rock now.
That's stuff that works, man. Like, I'm thinking, like, what's the newest song that we do? Shit, I don't know, Blink 182.
Yeah.
How does that make you boys feel, knowing that stuff in the mid '90s is now considered classic rock?
Old.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm right there. Because I was when that stuff was out. I mean, when like Stone Temple Pilots, Purple.
Yeah.
And when Pearl Jam, it was after 10. What was the one after 10?
I don't care for much after 10.
Yeah, Vitology.
Yeah, Vitology. We did something off Better Man or something like that.
Yeah,
Better Man. Yeah.
When that was out, and when Offspring, and
yeah, I love the Offspring, man.
I used to do an Offspring song.
But when those guys were just breaking big, I was in basic training in the Navy. So, yeah, talk about make a dude feel a little bit of age, and now that's all that's considered is classic rock. It's like,
Dude, if you bite me, I will go with Ozzy Osbourne on your ass right here in Dave's live stream.
yeah, Jasco.
I will throw some ketchup on you, and you'll be my little chicken wing.
Oh, there you go, Daniel. It's Horsley is saying Versus was after 10. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would know.
Versus was a good album because that had Daughter and
Don't call me Dodo.
yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one.
A friend of mine, I was teaching guitar at that time too, and a friend of mine's working. He came in and he said, "Hey, dude, I was sitting down at breakfast this morning and I couldn't find the butter, man." And it's like Pearl Jam's Better Man, and every time we did that song after that, I would always sing "Can't Find the Butter Man."
Animal Dissident, I believe, wasn't Dissident on Versus too.
Rearview Mirror, we did probably that whole album. We did probably 4 or 5 songs from Live, 4 or 5 from Hootie and the Blowfish.
We used to do live. I Alone. We used to do I Alone.
Yeah.
Alone, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that like Pour Some Sugar on Me. That would probably go over pretty well with most crowds. Kubrick.
Well, we were a classic. I mean, alternative rock, probably 80% alternative rock, because that was top 40 back then.
Yeah.
But we still did about 20% classic rock stuff.
Okay.
But there were places we played that we only did alternative rock. The owner would be like, "No classic rock at all." So you give me my $1,400 in cash, we'll play whatever you want.
That was Sex and Candy is another good one from Marcy Playground.
Marcy's Playground, we did that one too. Yeah.
Mm.
Mrs. Robinson by the God, who did that?
Peter Paul or Simon and Garfunkel.
No,
No, it was a remake.
Who?
It was a remake. They remade that, wasn't it? Some band redid it, sped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was originally Simon and Garfunkel, right?
Yeah, it all was. Yeah.
Lemonheads.
The Lemonheads, yeah. We did 2 or 3 songs from that. We did The Cure.
Another good suggestion, Jasco. George Thorogood, Bad to the Bone.
Nah,
No?
Nah,
not for me.
No?
Not for me.
never been a fan of George Thorogood.
Not really.
It'd probably go over pretty well in a bar, though. I mean, that's a pretty fast, or one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
I think
Yeah,
we did.
That
We
was-
did one song from him though. I can't remember. Plus, we were rehearsing 2 nights a week, so we were constantly adding new songs too. So
Hey, Quentin, I was talking about this earlier too. Did you ever have to do a gig with a backup guy?
what do you mean?
Like, guy, you had to get a gig booked, and one of the guys in the band couldn't make it, so you got a backup player instead?
No, never.
Never, eh? Yeah. That's my next 2 shows, man.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
no, we had a problem with drummers though. Drummers always seem to go, but all of them were really good about waiting until we got somebody to replace them. And honestly, drummers are probably the easiest member to replace. Because it's not like they're going to hit a bad chord or something. And as long as they're halfway professional, they can make it through. Soul Asylum, we did Soul Asylum.
Yeah. Yeah, we got two rehearsals. We rehearsed yesterday with this guy, and we got one more next week. We got 2 gigs with this guy.
So,
I got my fingers crossed.
what is your replacement? Is he bass or drums?
Bass.
Bass. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. I hope he's gelling well with the drummer.
Mm.
And I'll tell you this: there were times where, we would do songs, and it may be a Hootie and the Blowfish song. I mean, it's freaking G, C, and D. But the structure of the song, maybe I've never heard it before, and I got they bring it up in rehearsal, and I got to learn it. I would write cheat sheets, little cliff notes, and I would tape them to my floor monitor because you didn't have an iPad back in the day, but yeah, I did that because
Yeah, good eyesight too, man. Be like,
well, I would rather have a cheat sheet on my monitor than I have no idea what the chorus is coming up here.
yeah.
It's not like it was difficult. It was just the structure of the song that I've heard the song 3 times and now we got to play it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, more cowbell. I got a fever. You know what the cure? More cowbell.
Well, check it out. So Brian Landreth is saying they had 3 bands that interchanged the lineup depending on who could make the gig. We never knew what lineup we would have. Holy shit.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
That's crazy, man.
Woo, that's rough.
Yeah.
You guys do Cars, right? Just what I needed, or
You know what? We might be dropping it. There's another song that I love.
yeah.
We're playing it, and it's not. We might try another couple times, but it doesn't seem to be going over.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So I might be dropping that. Yeah. It's not really. It's a cool song to listen to, but it's not. You can't really dance to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shake It Up would be a good song.
Shake It Up, Magic.
Yeah.
Magic would be another one.
Yeah.
Elliot Easton's a monster, though. I'd hate to have to
Oh
try to
God.
learn a solo from him.
You know how hard it was to play that? It still is. I mean, I screw it up 9 times out of 10, man. That's a tough solo to play. Crazy ass bends, and then the timing of it, and then he does that country thing at the very end, and then you got to do that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Holy shit, is that a hard solo to play?
Yeah,
My best friend's girlfriend. That'd scare me.
yeah.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, I put my pants on. The only difference is when I put my pants on, I make gold records.
Well, that kind of thing. It's not like if you get into trouble, you can just kick on the wah pedal.
Right.
I'm gonna ham it my way through this.
That's right.
The dreaded wah pedal.
I'm gonna cheat like R2, R3 and use 2 hands.
Oh, there you go.
Whittly.
I was saying that earlier. It's like, you know what? When you're out of ideas, lots of reverb, lots of delay, hit the wall, you're good to go.
There you go.
Put the hammer down. That's right.
Ham it down, yeah.
Yeah, the crybaby turns my 5 good licks into 10 good licks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes my 10 mediocre licks sound even worse.
Black Crow. No, we did Counting Crows, Mr. Jones or Mrs. Jones or whatever that was.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, that's one song that if I never play again, it's
Yeah.
what's that called? Black Crow song?
Hard to handle.
Yeah, hard to handle. Man. Shoot me, throw me in a ditch, man.
What?
I hate that song. I liked it when it came out, but when you played it a gazillion times, it's just.
I'm telling you, Brown Eyed Girl's my kryptonite, man. I can't. Oh God. When we used to play it, I used to do that little mosh thing in a circle, playing Brown Eyed Girl. I hated it so much. I looked like one of the guys from Anthrax up there playing Brown Eyed Girl.
Oh, your head
What's he doing up there?
Headbanging through it?
Oh yeah.
Well, you're playing it with distortion? Playing it dirty?
No.
Wonderwall.
Put it back to
Please.
the floor, man.
Don't play Wonderwall. I just don't get it. I don't get what everybody's fascination about that stupid song is.
Which one?
Wonderwall.
Oh,
What was
I
the
played Wonderwall. It's like I think it's all basically like an A chord, from what I remember.
what was Mrs. Jones was A minor, F, D minor, no, G, and then every other time it played a D minor. It was the same thing over and over and over through the whole song. It's like, really?
Yeah, I used to do that one too.
Hey,
Well, because there was I did one gig with a band. It was called the Nine O's. So all they played was 9 O's, 90s, right?
ah,
All these songs, right?
I get it. I get it. There's a video. There's a video on my channel of me doing Mr. Jones with the band way back in the day. I'm playing acoustic electric.
Hey, we gotta teach Quentin a new Kiss song.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah. Trying to think of which one though. Like, the thing is, I'm partial to the early stuff, right?
What's that disco song they did? I learned that one.
Oh, I Was Made for Loving You.
Christine.
Oh, God.
Shit, I'm drawing a blank. I used to know the.
Georgia Satellites. That's a good one, Will.
That just sounded like What I Like About You by the Romantics.
Oh, that's this right here.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Hey,
hey. I'm out of tune.
You an E flat?
Yeah, I'm in E flat.
are you playing a Gibson? Probably the G string.
Ace Frehley's New York song. What's it called?
New York Groove. Yeah, way out.
Will says, okay, no Kiss songs.
Crowbar. That was pretty funny though.
Now, if we did give me 3 steps, our crowd will walk out.
3 step. I don't. Shit. I don't. I've never played that one.
What was that, Quentin?
If we did give me 3 steps, our crowd would walk out.
See if you know this one, Quentin. Can you hear it?
Rick Springfield? Sound like Jesse's Girl.
That's it. Yeah, that's another one that we do. That one always goes over well.
Neil Giraldo from Pat Benatar played guitar on that.
Yeah, that solo is
What was the other hit that he had? It was a Sammy Hagar song.
Was that
Sammy.
Active Drive 55?
Rick Springfield did a Sammy Hagar song. It was his big hit, but it wasn't a hit for Sammy.
No, I don't know. Shit, I'm out again.
There we go.
Break out another Gibson. One of them's got to be in tune.
How about this one?
Tommy Two-Tone.
Yeah, Jenny.
That's another one that we do.
You know that's an old song when he says, talking about calling her, he says, for the price of a dime, I can always turn to you.
Yeah.
A dime?
Man.
How about
Yeah,
this one?
Crowbar's got it. I've Done Everything for You by Rick Springfield. That's the Sammy Hagar song.
You know this
Sam-
one?
Oh God.
No?
No. No, that Rick Springfield song was I've Done Everything for You. And Sammy Hagar was talking about, how did it become a hit for you and not for me? But he didn't care because he kept getting that big fat royalty check every month. Come on, you got it. There you go.
I love that riff, man.
I tell you another song I've never learned was Sweet Child of Mine. God, I hate
Yeah, neither me, neither have I.
that. Geez, I hate that song.
Yeah, that was crazy, Zach. Yeah, Dave Grohl was at Cosmo Fest. I found that out later, but he was at Cosmo Fest last Saturday.
What about some Eddie Rabbit? Y'all need to do some Eddie Rabbit. I love
Eddie
the rain.
Do the Americans know any hip songs? Probably not. You guys, the Tragically Hip was never big down there, were they?
No,
No.
dude, I was watching. You said something about them, and I looked them up on YouTube, and none of their songs rang a bell.
Yeah,
I was
it
never-
was a couple of them.
I was never a big Michael Schenker guy anyway either. Best thing to come out of Canada was Shania Twain. Yeah, she's a hottie.
Little Dr. Love there. Hi.
Yep. Hey, you know it?
Y'all know the story about Shania and Mutt Lang, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Night, chicken. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Like Kalen.
Oh no, you did not mention the Nickelback.
Eddie Rabbit's dead. I didn't know that.
What?
His life too short, but I played his song. What? Quit.
Shit.
Eddie Rabbit multiplied.
Shit, how's that go?
I was never a big Aerosmith fan either. I'm sorry.
Here he had some really, really cool riffs,
Yeah.
man. Man, that rhythm in that song is atrociously hard to play.
Yeah. That's a great tune.
Oh, there you go, Brian. David Allen Coe. Lit was all I could do to keep from crying.
God.
Sometimes it seems so useless to remain.
Sorry, Todd. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Train Kept Rolling. That was a good song.
Train kept rolling. Yeah.
Get Off My Big 10 Inch. That was a good song.
10-inch record. Yep.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of the best Aerosmith was Dick Wagner and Steve Hunter. Yep.
Dog pile. When two good guitar players played for Aerosmith, train kept rolling. Appreciate that, Scar.
You only got 2 thumbs down. What's the problem? Where's R2? R2 will get some more thumbs down.
Scar My Guitar. Hello, is the new name.
I saw Robert Baker was live. I'm a mod over in his channel, but I figured I want to come over here and hang with the cool kids.
The Cool Kids. Yeah, actually, somebody mentioned Grand Funk. We do Locomotion.
Oh, David Yates from Bread, man. I love that stuff. Damn, Terry, you are old, man. How old are you?
Right.
Bread?
Bread.
Oh, man. I did some Gordon Lightfoot on my channel, and I even did. Okay, you ready for this? I did I Think I Love You by the Partridge Family on my channel.
Better be careful about talking too much trash about Aerosmith. A couple guys that slink around here might come unglued.
Yeah. Doesn't like GFRR? What's that? Grand Funk Railroad's awesome. Now there's somebody in here older than me. Man, guys, we have got to find some software where all 3 of us can play guitar and it doesn't sound like it's underwater. Somebody's got to be working on that.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it needs to come around, that's for sure.
Call Zuckerberg. Get him working on it.
Oh, who?
Zuckerberg.
Oh, Zuckerberg, yeah.
Dude, do you want something? You keep flying around in front of me and everything. What do you want?
He wants his Coke, man.
You want your scotch and soda?
Yeah, that's what he wants.
He wants some more of these.
He fills in the hash. Exactly, Crowbar.
I saw them once in
Great
concert.
song, though. I love that song. Hey, Andio. Have a good night, man. Or good afternoon for you. Take care, buddy.
All right, so who's Carmine Guitar? His name is Sylvester.
Yep.
All right, who's your just your top 5 like favorite / influential guitar players? All right, want me to go? I'll go. First of all, it would have to be Malcolm and Angus. So pretty much Angus from AC/DC.
Okay.
Ted Nugent, Eddie Van Halen, George Lynch, and Nuno Bettencourt. Nuno Bettencourt probably being my number 1 modern guitar player.
Okay. Good list.
I'm 55, Will.
I guess I'll go next. Excuse me. No big surprises here. Gilmore, of course. Randy Rhoads.
Rebecca's trying to say, what do you say, Pink Floyd?
What?
Hack just turned his head. What? Pink Floyd?
Yeah. So
Few exercises.
Gilmore, Randy Rhodes, probably be Rossington and Collins and King from Leonard Skinner. Like you, Angus and Malcolm, and man, there's probably a little Jimmy Page, or probably a little more than a little Jimmy Page stuffed in there somewhere. So that would be my 5.
No drinking and flying, Sylvester.
what about you, Hack?
Well, there's the obvious one, right?
the one who shall remain unnamed.
The from the band that shall remain nameless. No, Ace Frehley. Every time I bend a note and I go for vibrato, I'm trying to get that Ace sound. But so Ace Frehley, Jimmy Page,
Okay.
Neil Sean.
Yeah.
Like influences, guys that actually affected my playing.
Whatever.
The guys that I like is Nuno.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, guys that I like, Stevie Ray Vaughan. But I don't sound or play anything like any of those guys. I mean, other than maybe a little bit of Ace, but that's it.
No Quentin fucking James on anybody's list?
If he asked for 6, then it would have been the next one.
Vinnie Vincent? Oh, I'm talking about guys, not girls. I'm sorry.
He just canceled another comeback show, so I think he's done for this week.
That's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is every time he announces a show, people go out and buy tickets for it. It's like,
yeah,
what's the definition of insanity, you know?
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Oh, this time he's going to show up.
Steve Gaines from Leonard Skinner was freaking awesome. I loved his playing.
Gaines was a beast. I mean, just an absolute beast.
There's a live thing on YouTube where he's singing whatever song that he sang, and dude, it's great. Yep, I know how to play Johnny Be Good. Later, my guitar. I'm not a big. I mean, Slash is Slash, but he's not like a influence or anything.
Something like that.
I mean, Huey Thomason, Billy Jones from the Outlaws, man, I love those guys.
So,
Alex Lifeson.
You guys haven't watched me play. Actually, watched my left hand a lot. I use a lot of upstrokes. A lot.
A lot of what?
Upstrokes. My upstrokes are almost as strong as my downstrokes are.
Did y'all see the video Henny and Polly did at the booth at the NAMM booth for ISP Technologies? He fucking starts licking on Robert Baker.
Oh man.
Oh my god. There's a boy that makes me want to sit in the corner and cry.
Who?
Robert Baker.
Oh yeah, Baker's good, man.
He really is.
I'll tell you who else is good. He's in the chat too. And if you ever catch one of his streams, you need to go check it out, Quentin. And that's Aaron's song.
Okay.
The guy's good. He's real good.
Cameron Cooper's another guy. I've been watching him a lot.
And Aaron's like my age. I think he's actually a year old, maybe a year older than me, but we're right around the same age. He's good. So he's not some 25-year-old millennial that smokes his all. Baker. Not the I like Baker. You're wrong.
Yeah, there's so many just monster players on YouTube.
Oh, I know.
But I think Hackle will agree, man. You get a lot of those monster YouTube players up on stage and with a live band, and man, they just can't hang on the simplest songs. They don't know how to do that.
You know, I talked about this a while back. Like, it's one thing to, like, for me to sit here, and learn a song, right? And I'll play it with the band, right? Sit here and get it down, get all the parts down, whatever. That's like step one. And then when you play that with an actual band, you're kind of almost relearning it again.
Yeah.
Right.
But the big leap is when you play in front of a crowd. That's like, I always say this all the time. Like, when you play in front of people, that's not the best you'll play. That's usually the worst you'll play, especially if you're uptight or nervous or anything, and the best attitude when I'm doing a gig and I don't give a shit, that's what I'm doing best. Well, I don't care. I just don't care. Like, but if it's like, if for whatever reason, if there's pressure or whatever, then I'll just play like absolute garbage, right? It really depends. It really depends. But to play on stage is almost like a whole other learning curve,
It's almost,
anyways.
it's almost a muscle memory / like, I just remember times where it's like your brain just doesn't. It's like chemicals are going in your brain, and it's a weirdest sensation. It's almost like being drunk, or like I'd be playing a song I played 100 times, and I'm banging it away, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea what the chorus is coming up here.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, as soon as you start to think about the next chord, that's when you're going to mess up that chord.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, if you're up there doing, I don't know, typical night, like between 45 to 50 songs.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? Like, that's why it's best that you don't care and you just go up there and you get your beer and you take a swig of your beer. Okay, it's the next song, take another swig, and just do it like that. Because if you start really thinking about what you're doing, then the muscle memory, you start to question yourself, right?
Yeah.
Do I really know this song? And yeah, that's
like,
when the problems start.
Songs that gave me the biggest fits. Perfect example is Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows. The whole song, it's A minor, F, G, and then it's A minor, D minor, F, and G. So every other time it plays a D minor, and you just, how do you remember? It's like, did I play the D minor this time? It's like, those are the songs that the repetition messed me up. But also, being a quote professional, you develop ways of taking a split second or so to kind of move your hand up the neck or something to get back into where you were in the song, to figure it out that quickly.
Right.
So that's just from experience but you're right, playing 50, 60 songs a night. It's like, how do you remember those songs, dude? I have no idea.
Brian, you're absolutely right about Phil Mosley. He's a good player too, and yeah. So the camera thing, man. I totally feel you with the camera thing. I I go all the crap when I get in front of the camera.
Yeah, sometimes the little red light triggers people for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it does that for me for sure.
Warts and all, right?
Yeah.
Playing like this, I mean that you get what you get. Warts and all.
Yeah, the other thing that'll throw me off too is if it doesn't happen nearly as often now because you know, and I'm pretty good at dialing in tones now, but if I got like for whatever reason the guitar just sounds like shit, then right away it's like gonna play like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll bother me too.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. If it don't sound right, it's just nope. It ain't gonna play it right.
I always joke that you know, I'd get up on a jam night or something like that. My biggest fear is that they hand me straight into a twin reverb. No.
It's just sparkly clean and no pedals, no gain pedals.
I need a metal zone or something.
You got nothing to hide behind there, Quentin.
Give me a
You're
super
exposed.
overdrive. Give me a super distortion and a delay.
You're exposed.
Like, I'm just gonna play G, C, and D, right? Okay.
Shit.
Okay, kids. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock, and since I woke up about 8:30, I need another cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna pack it into. I said that about an hour ago.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Hack. I just wanted to come on and surprise you. And
No, I appreciate it, buddy.
oh my god! Oh my god!
Nice seeing you again.
Thank the both of you for coming and hanging out. So I appreciate all of you. We had I don't know, we had like almost 30 in the chat
All right,
tonight.
say bye, Sylvester. See you later, Sylvester.
See you, Quentin.
All right, I'll catch you kids on the flip side or whatever they say.
Flippity
All right,
flop.
man.
All right, later, guys.
See you
Take
later. Cheers. Night, Dave.
Thanks for hanging, man.
No worries, buddy. Take it easy.
Enjoyed it, man. Take care. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Cheers.
All right, cheers. All right. So I guess, and then there was one. Well, I think I'm gonna call it as myself, and kind of a little bit tired anyway. And I got a couple things to do before I can go to bed. But anyway, all you guys, Will, Mayhem, Krellbar, Todd, Terry, Dogpaw, Zach, that's a Krellbar, Dale, Brian, I don't know who else is still hanging with us. All you guys, appreciate Kubrick. All you guys, I appreciate you coming and hanging out and listening to the three of us ramble and whatnot. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back to normal solo hanging out. Maybe let's see, tomorrow's Friday. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do another one tomorrow night. So, okay, thanks, Krill. So, if you guys have an awesome rest of your night, or Bobby, thanks for coming and hanging out. Again, you guys, thank you all. Y'all have an awesome night. Take care. Be good at it. If you can't do both, at least do one. Y'all take care.